There is nothing that even comes close to the complexity of your brain. It can process more than 2 million bits of information per second. It remembers everything you've ever seen, everything you've ever heard. Sometimes you might not think that when you're taking an exam, but in fact, it really does. And to give you an example of how complex your brain is, how many of you remember when your birthday is? Let me just see your hand. Okay, you didn't party too late. That's good. Now, what did your brain have to do for you to respond to that question? Well, first of all, the sound waves had to leave my lips, travel through the air, enter your external auditory meatus, travel down to your tympanic membrane, set up a vibratory force, which traveled across the ossicles of the middle ear to the oval and round windows, set up a vibratory force in the inner lymph, which mechanically distorted the microcilia, converting mechanical energy to electrical energy, which traveled across the cochlear nerve to the cochlear nucleus at the pontomedullary junction, from there to the superior olivary nucleus, sending bilaterally up the brainstem to the lateral meniscus, to the inferior colliculus and the medial geniculate nuclei, across the thalamic radiations to the posterior temporal lobes, begin auditory processing, from there to the frontal lobes, coming down the tract of Victor's jury, pivoting memory from the medial hippocampus, showing the mammary bodies back to the frontal lobes to start the motor response to the bed cell level, coming down the corticospinal tract across the internal capsule into the cerebral peduncle, descending down to the cervical medullary decussation into the spinal gray matter, synapsing there, going out to the neuromuscular junction, stimulating the nerve and the muscle so you could raise your hand. And that, of course, that, as you know,